Hall with TFL Car. We're here at the 2015 Detroit Auto Show, and behind me I've got a very special car. It is the world premiere of the 2016 Audi Q7. We're going to find out all about it coming up next on the Fast Lane Car. I'm here with Anthony Fulke. He is the product manager of the new Audi Q7. So, what do you got here? Tell me a little bit about this car.
We've got the all-new generation of our Q7. It's 7-passenger, all-wheel drive SUV. We've got new engines, completely new car. We've got all the driver assistance you could ever want in an SUV and all the versatility you could want also. Now,
you said it was an SUV, because honestly, we at TFL Car have been arguing, is it a crossover SUV or is it a wagon? You guys are saying it's an SUV?
It's an SUV. It's an on-road 7-passenger car that also has off-road capabilities.
Oh, but it's kind of wagony.
Yeah, but it has off-road capabilities. You can put it in off-road mode where it has hill descent control. It can be raised up 60 millimeters and rock crawl if you wanted to, but it's great on the road. It handles really well, and it's also really versatile. You can have 4 people or you can have 7.
Now, speaking of kind of the driver help and driver input, there's 7 driving modes in this car? 7?
Yes.
Like really?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yes. So we've got Audis have what's called Audi Drive Select, which changes the steering, the throttle response, the transmission shift points, things like that.
And usually
in an SUV, well, with an SUV, you've got a trailer version. So the car helps you with stability control and the throttle when you're pulling a trailer. There's another one for off-road when you're lifted up. There's another one for when you're on roads that have varying conditions. So yeah, you end up having 7 total.
7, the most. That's got to be the most of any car on the market today, right?
I don't know the exact number, but what it is it's everything you need.
So speaking of towing, what's the tow package like on this car?
So this car now has a tow capacity of 7,700 pounds. So it's more than its...
That's quite a lot for a little...
It's more than its
like
BMW, Mercedes competitor. So 7,700 pounds, which is quite a lot. We actually have a lot of people who tow with the Q7, even with the current car, especially with the diesel. So this car, the new generation, will have a 272 horsepower diesel engine in it, and it'll have 7,700 pounds of towing, so you can tow whatever you want.
Now, speaking of engines, I know we just talked about you have the turbo diesel and the V6. You also have a supercharged V6 and then a 4-cylinder, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what do you expect to sell the most of?
Well, right now our core engine is the V6 gasoline. So the new one, right now we start at 280 horsepower, and then we also have a 333 horsepower. The new generation has 333 horsepower in the V6. So that will be our standard engine. And then, as I mentioned, we have the higher output diesel. And then the 4-cylinder that we'll bring has 252 horsepower, but the car is going to be 500 to 700 pounds lighter. We don't know the final numbers yet, but it's going to have better performance than the current entry V6.
Now, how were you guys able to take off that much weight? Because I know in Europe it's over 700 pounds that this car is going to be able to be lighter. And we don't know for sure about here in America, but how did you get? That's a lot.
I mean, the way Audi's designing cars is that every part of the car, the engineers are tasked to take weight out. So the steering rack is lighter. The exhaust system is lighter. The body took off about 150 pounds. The doors are 52 pounds lighter than they were before. The seats weigh 40 pounds less. So as you go, the cooling system is lighter. So if you go through the entire car, every part of it, the engineers are tasked to take weight out and add efficiency and also performance, of course.
So this car overall is smaller, yet somehow you guys made the inside bigger. How is that? What kind of German sprinkle fairy magic powder did you put on this car to make a smaller car bigger?
It's called packaging. It's actually about 1.5 inches shorter in length,
right?
But it's actually 1.5 inches wider and 1/2 inch taller. So, and the interior is bigger, so there's more shoulder room, leg room, headroom. So it's all about packaging,
right.
Making sure that you get more room within the car, kind of carve out more room in there. So when we think of downsizing, it's more in getting better fuel economy and making the car lighter,
okay.
Is what that means. But the idea is to give you as much interior space and versatility as you can get.
Now I've heard a rumor, just a rumor, of a diesel hybrid.
Diesel hybrid?
Diesel
I don't
hybrid?
know. Do we have anything like that?
Is that
yes. Okay. So Audi is showing the drivetrain of the diesel hybrid that the Q7 will get.
Right.
We're not announcing anything for the U.S. here, but there definitely is one here in Detroit that you can take a look at. It's a plug-in battery diesel. It gets pretty good range.
You think?
Yeah. And when we have something to say about the U.S., we'll let you know.
I know. That's what they always say. We'll call you. We'll call you. All right, what about pricing and availability? When can I expect to see this baby on the showroom
Pricing is
floors?
going to be much closer to launch, and expect to see it in showrooms beginning of next year.
Beginning of next year. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing as people are just bouncing around
whatever. It's an
behind
auto
you.
show. So Anthony, what about the interior? What's your favorite part of this interior of the Q7?
So the inside, as I mentioned, is very versatile. We actually have much better second and third row than the generation we have right now. The second row is 35, 30, 35, so that you don't have to fight over who's going to get stuck in the middle.
Okay.
The middle is now a real seat.
Yay!
In the middle. And then also in the we have electric folding third row.
Okay.
And you can have baby seats in all 5 second and third row seats.
My lord, if I had to carry around 5 babies, I'm not sure what I would do.
You don't have to have 5, but you have 5 options of where you want to put them.
Lord, ladies with 5 babies, God bless you. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for your time. We're excited to get a car like this in Colorado because, as you know, so many people in Colorado and especially in Boulder drive Audis because they're great in the snow. They're great up in the
Q7
mountains.
is great in the
So
snow, yeah.
This would be a great Colorado car. We hope that we can get it for, a week or so when you guys come out
Absolutely.
with it. All right. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. It's Emmy at TFL Car. Hey, make sure to go to tflcar.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews. And, of course, you can find us all over the internet on all that social media stuff, the Facebooks and the Twitters, all that. Find us there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.